I guarantee you, I will never let it slide. I will never let it slide. Even if I don't retrieve my money, this guy needs to be stopped. It's fucking crazy.
The reason for that is when you rob for a long time, especially for a couple of years, it gets to a point where you think it's so easy that you leave many traces. You leave, for this guy, he's leaving every trace.
So he either Ameritrade is lying or incompetent, or he faked a wire transfer of 800,000, somewhere in that range.
Oh, definitely faked it. 1,000,000% faked it. 100%.
Are you willing to go to court about that?
Oh, I would. I think this is bigger than a court case.
Everybody's having a great evening. So I'm getting emails and DM requests regarding Bitcoin, if I'm still buying Bitcoin, not what rate, because the price rose. So I'm still buying Bitcoin at market price plus 5% over. A lot of people ask me, oh, why are you paying 5% over? Why can't you just buy it from the exchange? I'm disabled from certain platforms of buying because I bought too much. So if anybody wants to sell, no matter what the quantity is, send me a DM. I'll be buying.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 221C Baker Street, home of the Internet Detective. I am your host, Coffeezilla, and today we are talking to the victims of Jay Mazini. Now, this is a very serious video because there are literally millions of dollars on the line. Just in this one video, about $1 million was defrauded via Bitcoin. These people have not received the money they were promised. As you guys saw in the trailer, Jay Mazini has been promising, to buy Bitcoin over market value, but the victims say he never paid them. We're going to be hearing from them today. As a reminder, it's all allegation, but we're trying to make sure that justice prevails here. Please watch, share, and subscribe, and make sure that no one ever falls for this guy again. Now, our two victims today are Wafi and Ahmed. We will be hearing from both of them. One of them lost about $200,000, the other $750,000. It's an incredible amount, and the story is that many more people were burned by this same scheme. Interestingly, our last story on Jay Mazini yesterday got quite a lot of buzz, and he even responded to it, saying in a story, quote, easy to target someone that has a big name audience, but the truth will prevail. Well, I'm certainly hoping so, Jay. Without further ado, let's talk to the victims and unravel this scheme together.
It's been the 7th of January. I sent him 5.049 BTC from my company account in Montreal, and I still haven't received payment.
Can I ask you why you did that? Did you think it was going to be a quick way to make some money because of his situation, or?
He provided with full KYC, right? So he provided with his passport. I told myself, who would be stupid enough to burn someone for almost $250,000 Canadian and give his full identity, because it's really him. Him on FaceTime. I have him on FaceTime. I sent you some proof.
And he, to be clear, he sent you his passport with like everything showing the fact that it is 100% him who did this deal.
Listen, it's 100% him between his ears. It's not someone that tried to impersonate him. And in my head, I told myself, who with such visibility and popularity or whatever followers he has, even though it could be fake, and that he sends his full name, full passport, it means it's him. You get it?
I get it. Yeah.
He's stupid enough to do so. I don't know what he's going through in his life, maybe to burn people like that. He's playing games with people, and he played with the wrong guy, because I'm going to do everything in my possible to get him stopped, to retrieve my funds, and to protect others from this guy, because it's a real hassle to get your money back after.
My personal experience with him was, I had someone who told me he was looking for Bitcoins, paying 5% over market price. And it was weird to me because for me, it's as easy as go on your exchange, press buy and get it. So I text him on Instagram. He asked me for my phone number. He FaceTimes me, starts showing me bank accounts.
And it's obviously really him. It's obviously
accounts.
really him, right?
Yeah, it's 100% him.
Because a lot of these Bitcoin scams are done by faceless accounts.
No, it's him. It's 1,000,000% him. I have everything directly from him. From his ID, passport, email, 1,000,000% him. Everything's documented from A to Z. I mean, the guy's robbing people face to face. And I think the reason for that is when you rob for a long time, especially for a couple of years, it gets to a point where you think it's so easy that you leave many traces. For this guy, he's leaving every trace. So he calls me via FaceTime, starts showing me crypto accounts with a lot of money, shows me confirmation on his investment
How much money
account.
are we talking about?
He was showing me, he was claiming a 30+ million in net worth, which following discovering that he had defrauded me, when I looked into his past, the guy was running a hat shop. I personally ran a company with 76 employees in order to generate a multi-million-dollar revenue. And then you look at a guy out of a hat shop who claims a $30 million net worth. And his hat shop, if you look on his Instagram, it dates back to like 2 years.
Oh yeah, it's nothing.
And it just doesn't, it's not feasible. You have to, it's just impossible in this country to do so without seeing something fishy happening. But this is the
Well, he was
post-
running giveaway scams
discovery.
before that to even
Exactly,
generate
so-
traffic.
I'll be doing another giveaway. 200 winners, giving them $10,000 each.
This
Yeah.
is me discovering, following the scam. But when I did the transaction with him, he showed me, he gave me a screenshot showing that he did 27 million withdrawals out of his stock investment account, a Mary Trade. Showed me live his Bitcoin accounts with a lot of money. So I said, sure, let's go ahead and I'll send you an invoice. We met on a Friday night. He was really pressuring me to give him Bitcoins. Like he was calling me every 15 minutes, talking about his wife and him wanting to fly down and meet with me and hang out and everything. So I sent him about $18,000, $20,000 worth of Bitcoins over the weekend. That's what I was able to send. And I told him to wait until Monday to get him a large amount. So by Monday, I had contacted the exchange and had and wired them almost $800,000, $750-ish. Wired them that money, so they can send and they sent the Bitcoins directly to the address he's provided. He confirmed receiving the Bitcoins on Monday, and following when he confirmed receiving them, he issued a bank wire, which. When you issue a bank wire, it's basically a look at it as a certified check. You can't cancel a bank wire.
Sure.
Because the only payment method I do for large transactions is bank wires. Always done thousands of them. So when I got his bank receipt, I was like, okay, the only way this guy could get me is if he literally canceled the wire and commits wire fraud. And why would anybody commit wire fraud face to face? You know, if you give me a certified check, and I have your passport, I have the full evidence against you, why would you go and give me a fake certified check? So that's what he did to me, basically. He gave me a wire that I then discovered was fake because I called the Mary Trade. That was on a Monday. I called the Mary Trade, which is the sender's bank that he gave me confirmation on.
Right.
I called them Tuesday and I'm like, hey, where's this wire? They're like, give it another 24 hours max. They said it should have been done Monday, but give it another 24 hours max. I called on Wednesday. They're like, honestly, that wire we don't see anything. They're like, that wire doesn't exist.
So he either Ameritrade is lying or incompetent, or he faked a wire transfer of 800,000, somewhere in that range.
Oh, definitely faked it. 1,000,000% faked it. 100%.
Are you willing to go to court about that?
Oh, I would. I think this is bigger than a court case. This is a national.
Because he's doing this to a lot of people.
This is a Homeland Security national fraud case. This is much bigger than. I think this isn't a lawsuit where I'm gonna wait 5 years. I need the world to know that this guy has defrauded. We're estimating over $22 million that it has been defrauded. Me as a victim, I have enough evidence from my case, which is I've been defrauded under wire fraud, theft by deception, and I received also. Not only did he give me a fake wire transfer, he gave me an additional fake wire transfer on Wednesday for saying I resent the wire, right? Then Thursday that wire doesn't arrive. Then between Thursday and Friday, I receive another fake confirmation of Bitcoin confirmation that never that's never been received. So when you're playing with someone who's
Now
face
he's
to
saying he
face-
never got the Bitcoin?
No, he did. He confirmed receiving them 100%.
No, I know,
received-
but you said he's generated a fake Bitcoin confirmation or something?
Oh, when his initial fake wire transfer didn't arrive, he said there's a second wire transfer he's sending out.
Right.
When that didn't arrive, he said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to you in Bitcoins. I'm like, sure, I'll take Bitcoins. Then when I go ahead to receive it in Bitcoins, I receive another fake confirmation. Then we go on. You want to play with a thief. You want to play you want to play along, right? You want to see where this heads to. So I'm like, okay, this is a fake. This is a fake confirmation. Then as criminals, when you corner them and show them that you know exactly what they're up to, they try to attack you back and say you're doing this, you're doing that, you're a bullshitter, you're this, and they start cursing you out and stuff. And for me, disrespect isn't gonna get him out of the situation.
Right.
Simply, I said, I need my money back that you stole from me. You face to face defrauded me using a fake wire transfer that never arrived. At least give me my money back, and I might still be willing to walk away. Then he said, okay, I'll send it to you, brother. Give me a bit till I get home, whatever. I wait. He gets home. I stay up till 3-4 a.m. I'm stressed out.
Bro,
still not
he's
seeing
just
my money. Nothing hits. I wake up the next day.
He's stringing you along.
I wake up the next day. I'm like, hey, still don't see the coins. He says, give me a bit, brother. I'm getting ready. I'll send it to you shortly. And then I don't see it. Then 3 hours later, says he's going to his mom's house. Then says, I'll send it when I get back home, when I'm at my PC. Then that was like 5 days ago.
Doesn't the fact that he keeps telling you that, like, oh, I'm going to send it, doesn't that mean he's admitting that the wire transfers were fake? Or
no,
is
he admitted being, so in our conversations, he's claiming that the bank delayed his funds or some bullshit excuses that are not real. But when it comes down
Can you
to
send me those
say,
texts?
hey, send me the money.
Can you send me those texts?
Oh, I have a full, I have everything is documented. What I say is 100% documented. And he knows I've documented everything, which makes me concerned. How could you be such a stupid scammer that you're scamming someone face to face? They're telling you they're documenting you and you're still going all the way in.
It's bizarre. It's totally bizarre.
And I think it's gotten to that point because if you get away with over $20 million, he's probably doped up. He thinks all this money is going to save him. It doesn't work. We're in a country where if you rob $1 billion and you go offshore, you're getting caught. And this guy thinks, because a lot of people are patient and took on his games, he thinks the next victim might take it on.
You're doing a public service by taking this guy down. There's obviously 22 other people just like you who've lost crazy amounts of money.
No, there's more.
Bro, it's sickening. I'm constantly getting DMs.
We will take the guy down 100%, and I will cooperate with media, with the government, with anybody that needs any information, because I have a really large evidence file on him, documented everything, and I'm more than happy to share it, as long as people out there are aware of what's happening, because it's a serious amount of money. We're not talking $500,000 or $100,000.
Serious amount. Yep. It's extremely serious. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you.
Thank you. We'll
Thanks,
be in
guys.
touch.
I know what you mean. This ain't what it seemed. Nothing but a trick, trying to sell me on a dream, but that was where you lost me. Wake up and smell the coffee.